In 2013, guests at a downtown Los Angeles hotel turned on their taps, and the water came out dark, weak pressure, strange taste. Maintenance went up to the roof to check the tanks. What he found there turned a quiet missing person case into one of the most disturbing mysteries on the internet. Her name was Elisa Lam, 21 years old, a Canadian college student on a solo trip down the West Coast. She wanted sunshine, bookstores, new cities. Instead, she checked into a building with a different kind of history. The Cecil Hotel used to be glamorous. By 2013, it sat on the edge of Skid Row. Cheap rooms, long-term residents, and a past full of deaths and violence. Elisa had been living with bipolar disorder. Her family worried, but she promised to call them every day. At first, she shared a room at the hotel's hostel. Then things got strange. Guests complained about notes on their beds. Go away, go home, get out. Staff said she was wandering into restricted areas. On January 31st, she visited a local bookstore, chatting happily about books and souvenirs for her parents. By that night, she was back at the Cecil, and no one would ever see her alive again. When Elisa didn't call home, her parents panicked. They reported her missing. Police searched the hotel, hallways, stairwells, even the roof, but found nothing. Then detectives pulled a clip from a security camera, a single elevator on one of the hotel's floors. Elisa steps in, ducks into the corner, presses multiple buttons, peeks into the hallway, jumps back like she's hiding. The elevator doors never close. She steps out, waves her hands in the air as if talking to someone no one else can see, then walks away and disappears from frame. Police released the video online. It went viral. Some said she was running from a stalker. Others blamed drugs, ghosts, or the cursed hotel. But nobody could answer the real question. Where did she go? 19 days after she vanished, guests started complaining about the water. A worker climbed to the roof to check the tanks and saw a body inside. It was Elisa. An autopsy ruled it an accidental drowning, with her bipolar disorder listed as a factor. No clear signs of assault. No mystery drug. Online, people were sure she'd been murdered or pulled into something paranormal. Investigators and her family saw a different story. A young woman in a severe mental health crisis, lost in a building that wasn't safe for her. The Cecil closed and rebranded, but the video never went away. Her worst night kept replaying. On YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, turned into entertainment. In the end, there's what we know. A real person with real struggles, alone in a strange city that didn't keep her safe. And there's what we don't. What she thought in that elevator, what she felt on that roof, and what actually happened in the minutes before the water went dark. The internet turned Elisa Lam into a mystery. But before the hotel, before the elevator, before the tank, she was just a 21-year-old on a trip, calling home so her parents wouldn't worry. Maybe the scariest part isn't the ghosts people see in the video, but how quickly we forget there was a human being behind the pixels.